little bit chilly this morning, and it's cloudy. You can tell this one's a wild man. What are you doing? It's his bone. Are you messing with that rawhide? Alright, hi kitties. Ooh, that's the water on. That's not good. I'm bad at this. He's running the skid steer. We'll feed the kitty cat in a minute. Good morning. Do you guys need food? Why are you out here? Huh? Why are you out here? The whole crew. Hello? Yes? Good morning. Is everybody? Almost. So we're gonna move the palp chute and the squeeze chute today. That's what he's trying to get ready to do. Is we're gonna try to use the skid steer to lift it. He's trying to get the skid steer out of the barn. That is today's big project, is to get the chute and the squeeze welded loading chutes out there, since we got pretty much everything else out there yesterday. And he's pretty worn out, so I don't know if we're gonna reassemble. That was his hope, was to start like kind of building things again. Just don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm tired, but he was already worked 2 days out here, so maybe that waits until next week. Looks like we've scared Shrubby Cat out of here. She has food. What do you think, Big Bear? Do you need food? Yeah, you need some dog food. I need some dog food. Yes. I know. He loves that he weighs more than I do, so he can kind of shove his head in my face. Not in my face, but like up against me. And I can't really walk, so he gets me kind of pinned in a spot. I mean, no better to put our feet on people. Here you go. We trained him really early on as a puppy not to put his feet on people for obvious reasons, because he's massive. It does sound like Cece's still in heat today. Probably take her on a date this morning after we get everybody kind of sorted. Or anytime we use heavy equipment out here, we try to make sure that it's a two-person thing. Are you enjoying this hay? All right, come on guys, let's have breakfast. Here you go. It does look like he's having some success getting that to kind of lift with the skid steer. He's really just kind of trying to figure out how it's going to go, because I think the idea is he's going to set it on the trailer, maybe, possibly. Trying to Google how much things weighed today to see like load capacity and how we could move it safely. Our initial idea was to chain it and drag it, but there is some risk that if it tipped over, you tip the tractor over, which will probably happen pretty slowly, but we don't really want to tip anything over. Good morning, Pickles! Come on, the food's this way! The food's this way! Here you go. This one gets to go on a date today. Do you get to go on a date? She looks real enthused. There you go. She will be excited once we get her over there, I hope. I really need to get out here and try to pull up some of this hay string out of the ground. Part of our 30 days of trash. Let's get some things cleaned up today. But I bet the most part today is worked on getting a chute out there safely. We bought this from somebody that we knew, and they had like a big tractor that they loaded it up with onto a trailer, and we just pulled it off with the chain. With our tractor, and the most we've ever done to it is just kind of push it around. We haven't really tried to lift it in the air. We're just really cautious because it's about 1,000 pounds. It's just super heavy and gangly, and safety first, friends, safety first. It's the last piece of the puzzle, really. Good morning. You guys ready for breakfast? How are ya? Figure out how to get Cece over here. I really liked the kids that have come out of the bean combination, and we need to utilize him. There are only a few girls that I breed him with. Cece has really great color by herself. She throws moon spotted kids every single time, and that just genetic combo has worked so well. I mean, she had probably the 2 best looking kids that we had this year. As far as conformation and structure, I sold 3 of her girls last year. I need to reach out to their new goat moms because I would really love to see how they progress overall and if they look as nice as she does. She's a little bit heavy, she's a little bit, I guess, fat, if you want to say. She had really good conformation before she had those 5 kids, and I just don't know that her body is ever going to recover from that. Hopefully. So the goats decided to have a mass breakout as we're trying to move the squeeze chute because they're goats and that's what they do. And pretty sure they're instigated by Cece, who wanted to come have a date. So she's been over here for probably 2 hours. I bet it was about 10 o'clock when I moved her over here. So she's done with Bean. I've seen him mount pretty successfully a couple of times. Yeah. They're actually kind of super cute because she's been talking to him and he's been talking to her, and it's actually been pretty funny. So I think I'm gonna move. Yeah, I get it, buddy. So I think she's still pretty strong in heat, which is good. So it's okay that we missed yesterday, but they've kind of settled down. I think I'm gonna go ahead and move the rest of the girls over here because Luke is harassing the calf. I do have to take her out here in a little bit because this is the only water that I have. The other 2 boys will need water. Typically at this point I'll go ahead and separate them because she's laid down. She's not really interested anymore. But we'll move the girls and then we'll move her back. Hopefully successful first date. Cece's never been hard to get pregnant. The only thing will be is if we really missed her standing heat. She was standing for him. He was mounting. He had several good successful mounts even in the short amount of time that I was standing here. So it's really exciting. So October the 4th, I'll look really quick at the goat breeding calendar. It should be end of February. If you didn't know, the American Goat Society has a gestation calendar, and if you have minis, make sure you always select minis because their gestation period is about 5 days different. So February 26th. So if this takes today, February 26th will be her due date, which is really exciting. So we'll start that last week in February, which was my goal, and hopefully finish up around the first week in April. As if everybody that gives us about 2 heat cycles for everybody, which will be great. Hopefully we can get everybody we're gonna breed bred. We're done, guys. Every bit of this corral system is out in the East 3. All this fencing is rolled up. I really wanted to film us moving the palp chute and the squeeze chute because it was such a crazy process, but it was just me and Jeremy out here and it was super dangerous, and I needed to be watching him and making sure that we were both safe, and I had to help and move the truck and trailer. So what he ended up doing is forking it with the skid steer like we talked about, kind of in the center, and lifting it up, and I backed the trailer underneath it, and then we just strapped it down, drove it all out there, and then we got out there, he lifted it up again and I drove out from under it, and that kept him from having to lift it over the side of the trailer, and it meant that he didn't have to carry it at all. So it just lift, drive under, set down, lift, drive out, set down. So it's not really in place out there yet, but it's kind of in the general area, so we can just like push it back, which is a lot safer than like really having to lift it. But the skid steer worked really well, and where he was able to fork it seemed to work fine, not anything too crazy. it's been probably 20-30 minutes and TC hasn't moved. So I think that they're probably done. I'm gonna get her and see if I can walk her into this little gap in the fence right here. Put her back with their friends and then let the boys all back together. Hopefully that will go okay. They'll still talk to each other probably all day long. I think if he was going to do his job, it's been done. Jeremy and I were talking. Also, the problem is these two tend to headbutt through the fence when there's a girl in here, which is why I had the breeding pen on the other side. Yeah, I know. Oh, buddy, be friends. So we're talking about kind of when we take this pen down, creating a little pen here in the middle of the yard. The issue that I always have is just, it's easier to bring the girl to them. These boys are kind of unpredictable once they're out. If they're over with other girls, they tend to get distracted. Better for them to be here with one girl. Maybe a breeding pen right in the middle. That way they're not next to other boys or other girls, so they're not headbutting each other. And there aren't any other girls to distract them. Time for bed. Actually, not even 7 o'clock yet. The sun's basically set at this point. It's time to get these friends in. Kitties know it's time. Kitties know. Cece's still hanging out with her boyfriend, so let's hope she comes. Go get Miss Thing over here. Cece, come on. Come on, babe. Let's go to bed. You don't want to sleep out here with them. Man, it's hard life. Come on. Come on. This is worse than it was this morning. Or yesterday. Come on. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I know. It's time to go. Oh, come on, let's go. This is not really what Mom wants to do either. Come on. Your friends are over there. All right, gentlemen, you've made my life hard today. I don't appreciate it. I don't. Sweet jeepers. Should let Mama pet you? It's probably better. You probably smell like them. Y'all are gross. Luke, it's just not a good idea. Poor cow. Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. We probably should have taken you to the sale too. You're just gonna get harassed. So this is his new favorite thing, is to jump on those egg boxes and like yell as loud as he can. And he's not loud, not usually. He doesn't have as loud of a voice as Bean does. It's so funny. It's the first time we've ever had girls in heat like right up next to the fence. I typically would not do that, and we won't do it. Either today or next weekend are gonna be our last days to have the girls out in the backyard. The pen needs to be taken down, number one. Number two, we're not gonna get any more grass growth. It's still pretty thick in here, but I need to like look at the places that they actually like to eat. And if they've eaten it down to the dirt, that tells me they've probably eaten what they're gonna eat. Mess. I love breeding season. It's so funny. Everybody has such funny personalities, and the goats all do insane things. So I hope that we get to see everybody in heat for you guys in the next month or two, because they're just so funny and their personalities just like magnify and they do ridiculous things. This is how I do breeding, basically, is just take them on a date for a couple of hours. They really don't need longer than that if you see the buck be successful a few times, and we saw that multiple times today. So no real reason to leave her in there all day. And generally speaking, I would say when the doe sits down, they're kind of done. All right, Mama's coming to say goodnight. Excuse me. Hello, good night. Good night, Waffles. She's so cute. You are. They're so cute. Come here. Hi, my buddy. We don't get Waffle snuggles if we stand into pins, do we? No. We just get Tiggy snuggles. We need our Waffle snuggles every now and then, don't we? Yeah, Mom, we do. I just got hit with a pigtail. Night-night, Piggo. Night-night. Night-night, big pig. Oh, I said enough, not enough love. Waffles needs all the love. And chew on everything. Okay, Link, are you gonna let me pet you tonight? We really gotta get better at this, buddy. No? Okay. So I totally retrained him to like humans. It was a hard-fought battle initially. So funny. Every once in a while, I would say probably every year, we have one of the babies that really just is really skittish and freaked out. I don't really know why. I have a theory that the babies that I'm there the minute they're born are way more friendly because they smell me in those first couple of minutes that they're born, and so we never have trouble building a relationship. But these babies that are born and then I come in after, I think have a harder time. Daisy, what do you think? Do we need to say night-night to everybody? Night-night, Daisy goat. Oh, look at that smile. Cece still making all kinds of noise and fighting everybody. Pepper, I've actually never seen a wether have buck behavior, which makes me a little bit worried about him, but oh well. Night-night, bunny bear. Night-night. Night-night, poppers. Y'all are all so fluffy. Let's see, we'll do a little udder check. Ooh, it's getting kind of full there. There's no way that she could be dew-like today. I think the problem is just having so many babies that doesn't have milk in it. It's definitely getting better. We'll have to keep a close eye on her. Hi, Fernie. Night-night, Fern. Night-night, my pretty girl. Night-night, Twizzler. Night-night. Night-night, Pixie. What about you two? Ooh, this water is gross. We need to dump it out tomorrow. Night-night, Peps. It's like, nope, don't want night-nights. Night-night, Pepper. Night-night, Tinkerbell. Good night, crazy wild goat. I think they're all ready to go to bed. I'm bad at this. We don't really want to tip anything over. Just what, I guess, fat, if you want to say. Yeah, I get it, buddy.